Okay, guys. Part two of the Combat Armory lower. Uh, First off, magazine out. Nothing in there, right? All nice and clear. So we are good to go on that. So let's check the internals first. And trusty Glock tool. Okay. So safety check. So you can see in there the trigger bar very nicely. Nice little click for the connector, right? Trigger safety does work, and we will check that again with the slide on there. Okay, the important thing pulled out right here for drop test. Yeah, it doesn't move, so that is good. I did check it with my trusty armorer's plate. I've got about 90% engagement, so that is good also. That means the rails on this are pretty good. So it goes in like that. And as you can see, the trigger safety does work. All right. Nothing. All right. So they are the important safety checks and engagements. Like I said, you always want to make sure that that trigger bar is grabbing that pin. I forget what they say in the armorer's book. I believe it's 60 or 70%. I forget though. It's been a little while since I've read that part. But I do try to make sure that they are at 80 plus, if not 100. And most of them are going to be floating around 90 to 95%. You'll see like maybe a little sliver of the trigger bar of the cruciform um, when the lug from the firing pin is sitting on there. But yeah, so that's good. Trigger safety good. The trigger bar sits in the housing perfectly for drop test. As you can see, that it wasn't pushed down. Just so you guys know, the biggest thing is when you are checking these, if you do put them together, if you can push this down, right, which in this position, right, with the trigger all ready to go, if you can push this down, that's bad, okay? So let's say that was engaged and you could go like this and move this thing. That means you drop it, that thing can drop, release the firing pin, okay? So as long as when you have, when you rack it, you've got it around the chamber and this doesn't move, that's what they talk about. They talk about the drop safe on the Glocks. So anyway, just wanted to go over the safety stuff with this Combat Armory lower. Why am I not getting in here? Hold on. And that's crooked. And there we go. All right. So, yep. Yeah, I hate when you go do that. You go put the slide on, taking it off, and this thing shifts just a little bit. And then you're like, why won't the slide go on? But, yeah, so, yeah, so much easier when it's lined up, isn't it? But that's it. I think that is it. Like I said in my first video, I think these are good to go. So if you want to put together your own, the Combat Armory Serialized Lower is a good option. All right, guys. See you.